distinguished Professor Ashok Mishra, sir.
Professor Rishikesh Krishnan, Professor Murthy, Commander Viren Jetli, Anurag Goel, and very distinguished guests. Some of you are such distinguished alumni of IIT that I know some of you, but I'm sure they have done great things. The IIT Alumni Center, Bangalore, is very glad and delighted that for having Commander Jetli inviting us to be part of this excellent program for the launch of the book of 100 IITians who have made a difference in the country. IIT alumni, as you know, have played an enormous role in India as well as the world over. If you look at USA, the number of CEOs in several companies is like in 30, 40, some very large number. Lots of chancellors and presidents of universities are from the IIT system. I'm not even counting the deans, that number is very, very large. But they've made a lot of difference in India also. The contributions that they have done, let us say, in the nation, has brought laurels to the IITs and to India. I'll enumerate a little bit of that. We are very proud of their achievements, the IIT alumni achievements. They have been leaders in the corporate world, they have been leaders in academic institutions, they've been leaders in research, development, and the social sector, as Commander Jetli had also mentioned. The kind of contribution that they have made is much, much larger than what we see in this book. IIT is probably one of the few well-recognized international brand names, especially in the arena of higher technical education the world over. And we all know that. So this is the first brand name which actually, as Professor Menon used to say, which has gone out of India into the world, IIT alumni. There are lots of stories where people went to some remote places in Scandinavia, checking in the hotel at night, and the guy asked him, "Are you from IIT?" So this is the kind of spread of the name of IIT which had gone around in the world. Commander Jetli has done an excellent job in coming up with 100 names, as he mentioned. It is not an easy task. For those 100 who have made a difference in India by either coming back early after finishing their studies and working a little bit in the States. I did my PhD and I worked for about 2.5 years and then came back to teaching at IIT Delhi in India. Similarly, several of my friends, see, what happens is that people count the number of people, as Rishikesh said, going abroad, but they don't count the number of people who come back. They come back in trickles, but they've made a fair bit of difference in the country. I was one of the first few IIT alumni, and I'm very proud of that, to become a director. The first one was the director of IIT Guwahati, but I was the first alumnus of any IIT to become a director in the major 5 IITs. And today, if you look, lots of IITs have alumni who are the directors, and they are making a difference. I'd just like to point out that on stage, and I'm from IIT Kanpur, I'm an alumnus of IIT Kanpur. On the stage, we have Anurag Goel from IIT Kanpur, and Rishikesh Krishnan from IIT Kanpur. So IIT Kanpur ka tempo high hai. So if Commander Jetli starts working on this, there will be another 100, another 200 people in India, and I can already think of at least 40, 50 who may have missed the boat, if I may use the word, this time, who have done equally excellent work for taking the nation forward. One of the areas which was mentioned was the DRDO and ISRO. In my time, there were people, my class fellows and my seniors and some juniors, actually joined organizations like ISRO. Today, when the people graduate, of course, one was to go abroad, but they are not joining organizations like ISRO. if somebody joins ISRO, the neighbors say कि इसको कोई और job नहीं मिला था क्या, तो ISRO में चला गया. My class fellows went to Steel Authority and made a difference in the steel making of the country, taking the steel making to a higher level. All those things have gone. So now we have to see who has made a difference in ISRO. Dr. Radhakrishnan's name was mentioned, Dr. Sivam, and recently Somnath has just got a PhD from IIT Madras. Several people from there with interaction programs between ISRO and the IITs have actually gone back to the IITs and did PhD and come back, and therefore they're alumni in a different manner. Not the BTech alumni, but they have made a huge difference, and we know what ISRO has achieved. Similar is the case with BARC. Similar is the case with lots of DRDO organizations. So therefore, we have to also look at what all difference people have made in a large sense. If you go to ISRO or BARC or ADA in those days, lots of people who are working on either MTech or PhDs from the IIT system, including Kota Harinarayan. Now coming back to Bangalore or Bengaluru, we the IIT alumni in Bengaluru thought that we should make some sort of a difference in the country through another mode of interactions. So we established the IIT Alumni Center Bengaluru, for short IIT ACB. Those of you are not familiar, if you just go to the website, do iitacb.org and you will see all the details, and we'd be delighted if you actually become a member. So this is we have established this so that alumni can establish a forum through which they can make contributions to the industry and in turn give back to the country in a different manner. Not donations, but if we can do something to enhance the research and development in the industry through the IIT system. So our aim is to create a community that will act as a nodal agency for interaction between the various IITs and the industry, as well as interface with the government on behalf of the IIT system. And we have had some initial success in this, and we are going forward. We now have our own building. We are the first brick and mortar building of any IIT Alumni Center. We made it ourselves by raising money from the IITs who are now partners with us, as well as from the alumni. So we now have a building which is about 93,000 square feet building in the Bomasandra area with state-of-the-art facilities. Everything is ready except for the auditorium, which is in process, and within a month that will be ready again, state-of-the-art auditorium that we will have. And we are working towards making our mission, which is to enhance the interaction between the IITs and the industry as well as the government. So things are going to happen as we move along. All the 23 IITs, we have 23 IITs now, so all the 23 IITs have their extension offices in our building, and they can use this to attract industry, small scale, medium scale, large scale, to their campuses to solve their problems, so that IITs can solve their problems. We have had some initial success on it, and we are moving forward. As I mentioned, we are the only IIT Alumni Center of this kind, which is unique, with our own building, which is based in Bengaluru. And the other good thing is that there's no IIT in Bengaluru, so there was no clash in that sense. So all the IITians come together and work as a family and as a very good team. So before I finish, I'd like to invite the IIT alumni here, pass on the message to you, to your friends, to your WhatsApp groups and so on, to go to the website, see iitacb.org, and especially those of you who are in Bengaluru, become a member, and more important than that, to contribute to our mission so that we can achieve what we have set out to do. My heartiest congratulations to all the fellow IITians who have been mentioned in this book. We would be awarded as one of the 100 IITians, and everybody who learns about it is very thrilled. My friends and my family is also very thrilled that I am one of those 100, and similarly those who are awardees, their families would be very thrilled. So congratulations to you and thank you so much. Please enjoy the evening as we move along.